Hey everybody, I don't know what to sell. I've never gotten a break. I don't know where to start. I don't know about this entrepreneur thing. I don't know any wholesalers. I don't know about private label. I don't have time. You know, all the excuses that we give to ourselves. I'm going to do you a favor today. I'm going to actually drop 2 entrepreneurial opportunity bombs on you. And I guarantee you that only the small minority percentage of you will get this. But that's fine. That's all it takes. You know, guys like Gary Vaynerchuk and all these other social media guys, it's interesting when you listen to them, they say the same thing, which is that they are giving away, you know, millions of dollars of worth of advice, and people ask them, like, aren't you afraid like people are going to steal all your ideas, or, you know, whatever, and then you're going to have too much competition? And they always say the same thing, which I agree with, that no, because the majority of people don't take any action. So I hope you watching this are that minority. I hope you're not the majority that sits on the sidelines. So the early adopters, how do you get into something ahead of the curve? Because those are the people that reap the rewards of the big waves of opportunity that come up. So how do you get ahead of that? So I'm going to give you 2 right now. And in the beginning, every idea that comes along, the monetization of ads, the affiliate networking opportunities, the selling on Amazon opportunities, every one of them seems zany at the time, because let's just take making money off of ads. You know, those are pennies that you count. And most people look at that and say, I'm not going to go through all that effort to make a penny. But it's that repetition of doing it hundreds, if not thousands, or tens of thousands of times per day that people are making $10,000, $100,000 in a day. It's just insane. The same thing with Amazon. You know, it's like, I can sell a product, and what am I going to make? $5? Well, who cares? It's not that one product. It's building an empire. It's building a catalog of 100 or 200 or thousands of products. So, but you got to get ahead of the curve. So I'm going to give you 2 today. These 2 ideas I've actually been thinking about for a year. And I decided I'm going to take advantage of this and bring it up on top of my to-do list. And I challenge you to do this with me. And if you're going to do it, I want you to comment on the video and tell me how it's going, because you know what? Maybe we can even partner on this. All right. In 2 words, I'm going to say what the opportunities are. And some of you are going to roll your eyes and going, like, Naeem is insane. And others, there may be a light bulb that goes off and you may just get it. Okay. First word is Iran. Okay. Second word, Cuba. All right. Are there some dots being connected in your head? If not, there should be. Here's why. Sanctions against both of those countries are loosening up. Do you understand what that means? That means business and commerce are beginning to open up. What does that mean? That means the landscape of opportunities, the horizon of opportunities is going to blow up. Maybe I shouldn't use those terms when talking about those countries, but you know what I mean. Last week, I believe, this week, the U.S. government opened up applications for major airlines to go in and apply to become carriers into Cuba. And guess who applied? All the major airlines, because they recognize the opportunity that when things start opening up in 8 months, 9 months in Cuba, they're going to make a truckload or truckloads of money flying people into Cuba when tourism opens up. Sanctions are beginning to open up and be released against Iran. And guess what the Iranian government is doing right now? They are beginning to promote and get their story straight around tourism. Guess what else that means? That means franchise opportunities. That means e-commerce opportunities. That means all kinds of opportunities. And if you're smart, you're going to jump on this as quickly as possible. So I just gave you 2 truth bombs. You need to jump on this. Now, your next question is going to be, well, Naeem, I don't know anything about Cuba. I don't know any Cubans. I don't know anything about Iran. I don't have any connections in Iran. Well, guess what? I don't either. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and find some Cuban groups on Facebook and LinkedIn and Reddit and whatever. And I'm going to just go put a little post over there saying, hey, I'm an entrepreneur. I am looking to get into business in your beautiful country. I'm looking for smart businessmen, entrepreneurs in both of those countries. And I would love to talk to you about the economic situation and opportunities and potential partnering opportunities. And I don't know what's going to happen. This may turn out to be a complete waste of time. So here's the pros and cons. On the optimistic side, on the pro side, I can make a connection and I can hit it off with somebody and we do a little test. Maybe I export something and I have a partner over there that I establish and they import it and we sell it and we make a little money, we try it. That's my best case scenario, is that I'm going to make money, potentially huge money. Here's my worst case scenario. I've wasted an hour. So for those of you that think maybe this is a crazy idea, like what the heck am I going to do with Cuba? The pros and cons are you've wasted an hour to check out something that could be huge. And entrepreneurs are all about awareness and failure. Aware of potential opportunities before they happen or before most people get to them. And failure because you've got to just keep putting that fishing line in the water again and again and again and again. All you need is one brilliant idea to just crush it, to smash it, and that's it. And then you're buying a mansion and you're buying your Maserati or whatever. You're living the life. And people say, well, how'd you do it? Well, I did something crazy, man. I started doing business with Iran before the crowd got in. I started doing business with Cuba before the crowd got in. So here's what I'm proposing. There's almost 1,000 people now in this group. And there's really just a few that are active. I know there's a lot of watchers and kind of people who are like absorbing stuff. But look, I challenge you to reach out to these two countries and find and build your own networks. The worst case scenario, you'll waste maybe an hour. The best case scenario, you may actually find an opportunity before anybody else. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that today. And anybody else that's in it with me, let's be successful together. I shared the video yesterday how I've got a partner and we're flipping $30,000 into like $90,000. Guess how it starts? It starts with a fishing line in the water. So get your fishing line in the water. All right, happy selling.